Hi everyone, I'm posting this video to show you that there are very few differences between swimming in open water and the pool. Now, of course, when we get the waves, I can hear you say, well, surely I should adjust my technique for the waves. The answer is you actually swim under the waves, and I'm going to tell you how to do it. So as you can see in this video, this is an open water in the sea in Malta. Now there's a few ripples of waves, but nothing excessive, so I'm easily cutting through the water. But in a second, you'll see how the waves get bigger and the currents get stronger and they try and push me back here. But the form is still the same. It's still the roll, kick, pull, which is what we do with the Ocean Walker technique. Now the key here is I don't lift my arm much higher out of the water to clear. Even though the waves are a little bit higher, lifting me up and down, I'm still trying to keep that recovery arm low to the water. And every now and then I touch the top of the water. And that's just minimal resistance. But the great thing is it's saved my shoulders from injury, and it's meaning it's effortless. So that little clip with the fingernails, as you can see there, is so minimal in compared to the effort that will be needed to lift overhead, and also what it will do for my balance. Now, while we're talking about balance, you can see that I'm quite low in the water. So the front arm, the gliding arm, is 45 degrees. So I'm pressing down into the water. Now what that does is it makes me connected with my core. It makes me balanced. So when I'm on my side, I feel really, really stable. But also by being low in the water, it means that the shoulder is higher out of the water. So the recovery arm can feel like it's a low arm sweep, which is why I protect it from injury, as I said before, and also it's effortless. So we want to be saving the body, and we don't want to be doing excess strokes. For example, sometimes when people get big waves, they try and go through the waves. Now, if you go through the waves, you're likely to cause injury to your shoulder. And if you go and try and go over the top of waves, then you're likely to get wiped out, and it's going to start swaying you around. My advice in open water is to keep the head still. Keep that arm nice and low, the gliding arm underwater, and the recovery arm low as well. So everything is low, low, low. We don't want to be going high over the top. It's just a waste of energy, and it's going to create an imbalance as well. You're not going to be stable. Got to keep that head still though. That's absolutely crucial for stability. If we were to walk in a straight line, we'd keep our head still. We wouldn't be moving our head all over the place. So when we're swimming, we want to be keeping our eyes looking down. That's a neutral head. That keeps you nice and aligned, nice and balanced, and nicely connected to the water. And that therefore means when you're swimming under the wave, you feel more stable and you're not going to get wiped out. Think of a surfer. You'll never see a surfer try and go over the top of the waves while they're going out to catch that perfect wave. What they'll do is they'll dip the board underneath, because there's nothing. Even if you have a 10 to 12 foot swell, underneath the wave, there's nothing under there. So that's the best thing to do. Drop yourself lower, drop your arm lower, drop your head down, and go underneath the wave. That's what I'd recommend. Now, you get used to with experience of the types of waves that are coming your way. Now, this is a little bit of rolling waves every now and then, so nothing excessive. But if I have constant chop, I'm going to try and stay low down in the water. And if I get those big rollers over the top of me, I'm just going to dip down and hold my glide longer than maybe I would do if it was a flatter conditions. So you just hold that glide longer. That's important. Do not shorten it. So I repeat, do not shorten the stroke. That's so important. Look, if you want to learn how to do this Ocean Walker technique, which is the stroke that changed my life, got me across 7 ocean swims, 7 of the toughest ocean swims in the world, then you want to learn it on Ocean Walker Vimeo. I'll put a link on the bio. But as you can see here, I'm swimming side to side. I rotate 90 degrees to 90 degrees. I use a foot flick to get me on my side. That takes pressure off the shoulder when I pull, but also it gets more power because I'm cutting through the water. Now, we haven't talked about breathing. By being low in the water, what you can see is my temple is pressing down into the water. So I'm staying still very low, even though the waves are there. So the waves might push me up and down, but I'm still pressing the lead temple in the water. So I don't think about clearing my mouth in open water here. I think about press the temple in and my mouth will clear. If I lift my head high above to clear the water, my legs are going to drop, they're going to sink, and I'm going to lose balance, and I'm just going to slow down, and I'm probably going to do more strokes than necessary. So what I want to do is keep that rhythm, stay low to the water with that nice 45-degree angle, as I'd said before. I'm going to be pressing the temple down. I want to 20% in oxygen, 20% out, suck the oxygen in and then blow it out with my head's down. And then what I do is I close my mouth before taking another breath now, and then I exhale and repeat. So just to go through it with you, it's in now, so it's suck in, out, hold my breath, in, out, hold my breath. And I repeat that. So it's 20% oxygen in, 20% oxygen out. Do not over exhale. I see this a lot of people going all the way through until they're panic breathing. And then when they panic breathe, they really lift the head up high. And that's when you lose the form, as I repeated before. So it's about getting rhythm. The breathing is part of the stroke and can help with the rhythm. So it's part of it. So really listen to how you breathe. In, suck it in, out, in, out. It's like meditating. It'll keep you nice and relaxed while you're doing the stroke. If you get the breathing wrong, it can really affect the rhythm as well. And not enough people, in my opinion, listen to how they breathe in pool or open water. So really start to relax the way you breathe, and that will relax you physically and also mentally when you've got a challenge ahead of you. So in we go, out, exhale when your head's down, in, exhale out. Breathing every 2 is what I do in open water and the pool, because I want oxygen in, I want to blow that CO2 out. Oxygen in, I want to blow that CO2 out. I want to breathe regularly like we do on land. I don't want to hold my breath. I don't do it on land, and that's going to make me starve of oxygen. I'm going to panic breathe, as I said before. But it's all about rhythm. You can learn the Ocean Walker technique in many different areas online with Ocean Walker Vimeo. I'll give you the link. You can also do Skype sessions with me, so you can send your videos in and we go through it together and we talk about what's happening. We can draw on the video. That works really well. Or you can come and see me at the Ocean Walker Academy, which is where my home, basically, where I've got an endless pool and I've got a lake. And you can come for a few days. Some people do that. Some people come for 3 or 4 days or even a week. Or you can just come for 5 hours to get a taster of it. And then you go home with the drills to practice. So there's lots of ways to learn the Ocean Walker technique. You just got to really just commit to it and you'll see what a difference it made. I've got a really bad shoulder, 3 operations, I've got bad knees, but I can swim for 17 hours with this stroke. So I'm just going to leave you for the last couple of minutes just to take in the stroke, try and visualize it, and I'll speak to you soon.